What we have here is a failure to communicate. Hey, welcome to Wolf's Watch. I'm Wolf. And yes, what we have here is a failure to communicate. What I mean by that is on this day in 1967, the movie Cool Hand Luke was released. And that phrase was one of the key moments in the movie. It's worked its way into American English. What we have here is a failure to communicate. There's a lot of other stuff going on in that movie, but it's interesting how that phrase and others from other movies, pieces of literature, plays, works its way into our language, into American English. Even some iconic products, right? We Google things. We don't search on the internet. Google has become a verb in American English largely. Wouldn't it be cool if your team had phrases like that stuck in their mind and became part of their language that they spoke within your company? The first job I had out of college at Hughes Aircraft, there's a handful of phrases that we were taught that stick with me to this day. Yeah, one, for example, being if technology is not the problem, technology is not the solution, or technology is not the answer, is the way I remember that actually. Solution cleans it up a little bit. But because they drilled that into us, it was part of the language of the company. It was part of the tradition of the company, right? This was at that time, Hughes had the top systems engineers in the world. They were technology leader on many fronts. Yet inside the company, one of our guiding phrases was, if technology is not the problem, technology is not the answer. Do you have that language inside your company? The things that encompass what your company's about, how you do things that help guide thinking, guide thought, make it kind of fun along the way, right? Do you do that? If not, why not? It hazard to guess some of it is clarity, right? To be able to create those kind of phrases within our companies, we need to have clarity on it for one thing, in order to be able to create it. That this is what we're about. This is about how we do things. This is how we want to frame it and phrase it for our team so that there's a common language and they know what that means. We all knew what that meant inside of Hughes. Does your team have that so they know what things mean when they're talking, or is it pandemonium because words have meanings? As you've probably learned by this point in your life, they have different meanings to different people. So we need to have a way of going, look, when we say this here, this is what we mean by that. And again, to guide actions, to guide thoughts, to guide decision making. So, what should some of those foundational phrases be in your company? Thanks for being part of the conversation. I'm Wolf. This is Wolf's Watch. I look forward to seeing